Good morning. It's Saturday already, another week. Coffee with Clarke. We're getting ready, of course, for Sunday and worship on YouTube. Hope to see many of you on the YouTube, Calvary Chapel, Westmoreland County YouTube channel. Let your friends, your family, people know that aren't attending church or can't attend churches, because many are still not open, that they can worship with us. We'd love to have them. Send them the link at 10:30 live. And they can subscribe to the Calvary Chapel, Westmoreland County YouTube channel to get alerts whenever new things are set up. What's nice about the Sunday service, it's archived and taped as well. So not only can you watch it live, you can also see it later or send it to someone to watch later. Everything's archived on there, all videos and teaching. So a lot of resources that we trust, and we're doing them because we want to be a blessing to you as a church. So today we're going to finish a section on Reconciled in Christ, verse 23 of chapter 1 of Colossians. And so we talked about yesterday about what Christ has done for us, and he's in the process of presenting us holy and blameless above reproach in his sight. Then there's a big if here, verse 23. If indeed you continue in the faith, grounded and steadfast, and are not moved away from the hope of the gospel which you heard, which was preached to every creature under heaven, of which I, Paul, became a minister. So here's the warning for all of us. Sometimes people ask, well, can you lose your salvation once Christ saves you? I don't believe anybody can lose their salvation, because salvation is a work of God. It's not a work of man. But what's interesting is we can believe that we're saved when we're really not saved, and that's a deception. That's a counterfeit gospel. Easy believism, or we pray a prayer and it wasn't genuine, it wasn't wrought by the Spirit in us and our hearts, and so we move away, we backslide, we ignore God, and we decide we're never going to follow Him again. Now, all of us have backslid in our life, but when we're the Lord's, we're brought back by the Spirit convicting us and getting chastened. God gets us right with Him again. Thank God for that, right? Because if He didn't, who knows what would happen to us. But a lot of people that say they're Christians begin then to move away. They lose faith. They don't believe anymore. They're not grounded in the Word. They're not steadfast. And so they're easily moved away from the promises of the hope of the gospel, which they heard at one time. And so James tells us we're to be doers of the word, not hearers only, deceiving ourselves. And when the word's preached, it falls in ground. And the parable of the sower. Some ground is hard and it bounces off, or the birds come and eat it, never takes root. Other seeds begin to work, and then they aren't working. And there's another depth of teaching I'll talk about in another time regarding that. But the good soil is a soil that's genuinely converted. It basically is ground that God can work with, and there's fruit that comes from it. Jesus says you will know them, meaning other Christians, by their fruit. So there's got to be an evidence of God-likeness in us. And that grows and increases as we mature and become more connected with the Lord in our own life. But he tells them the importance of continuing and not slipping away. Continually, every day, reaffirming your beliefs. And you do that by your prayers to the Lord. You do that by being in the Word. You do that by fellowshipping with other Christians, whether it's in person now in church services, or it's on the internet through Zoom or YouTube. You have the ability to connect in ways that perhaps we never could have connected before. All this technology is such a blessing. And so we're going to continue next week in the section Sacrificial Service for Christ in the book of Colossians chapter 1. We're also going to continue throughout the scriptures on Sunday, so hope to see you live Sunday here or on YouTube live. So God bless you guys.